Okay. Okay. Uh, I don't know if when somebody will be joining, or just if somebody will be joining. But yeah, we're gonna be playing Dandy's World. Chat. Don't don't. I hope y'all what's the term? I hope y'all enjoy the the um the the layout, because yeah, I tried my best with this one. Yeah, as you can clearly see. Oh, what's good, gang? It's nice to see you. Yeah, we're gonna be playing Danny's World. Oh no, my twin. I have to fight. I have to distract my twin. But yeah, so they're what is this? They're doing a long run. Wait, why can't Finn join? What's wrong with I don't what's wrong with Finn not joining, bro? You don't have what? My Wi-Fi is like probably iffy for you right now, dog. Dang it. Oh well. Wait, is my Wi-Fi iffy? My Wi-Fi is like probably like iffy right now. Because I can, and I like need, well no, I have like all twisted except for Dandy. And somehow Blot, I don't have what okay. What who in what? Okay. Y'all are doing the normal run, I'm gonna join the normal run. And if you question why I die so early sometimes, don't even worry about it, twin. Just don't worry about it. I might die early if my teammates are complete buffoons. So if I like do die early, just ignore that, twin. Yeah, my Wi-Fi is like iffy. For at least streaming, at least, because I got like 3 things opened. I pray and hope when I'm distracting, nobody runs towards me. I won't steal your unless needed to. Oh, okay. Well, I don't think any of us care, dog, that you're playing on your main or your Goob. You. Yes, come on, shrimp. Louie, you idiot, you idiot, you idiot, you idiot. Okay. Well, if you're in voice chat, I don't think any of us will care about that. I'm just gonna take this because I need tapes and I don't feel like using my Robux to buy extra because I grind on this game consistently. The only 2 tunes that I need to buy left besides Goob is like Shelly. I need to buy Shelly and I need to buy Astro because I have all the research. I have almost all the research for the main. I don't because I wasn't able to get Bobette when the Christmas event came around, and I wasn't able to get friggin' Bassie either because she just like Bobette just barely spawned for me, just barely spawned even on my solo runs. And then Bassie, I was so close to getting her, but just it just wasn't enough. Yes, please get to the elevator. Well, I am distracting and consistently distracting at that. And I swear to God, if Goob pulls me, I might crash out a little. Alright, I'm running to the elevator. Finn, get in here. You know. Oh, God. We're gonna have one of these. I pray and hope that, like... I think I'm good at distracting. I might be wrong. I don't know. And I don't really care. I like distracting. It's fun. I like being a distraction. I have almost everything except reaching floor 20. Not that I couldn't reach floor 20, it's just that my teammates will make it incredibly difficult for me. If they try to be in my way. If they in my way. Alright, so there's one. No! Who is that? Oh, you're joking. You're joking. Okay, come on, GG. There's cable wire. There's a machine and cable wires. Okay, I'm cooked. Okay, let me... GG. You baboon. You barbarian. What are... Please! What are my teammates on? Give me the twist. Give me the twisteds. Louis, turn a corner. Turn a corner. Buddy. Buddy. You idiot. Please, turn a corner. Because if you get hit, that's on you. Thank you. That's one out of the two of them. Goob, please. Please, have mercy. I'm not even trying to get in anybody's way. Where on God's green earth? Where on God's green earth is GG? Get in the elevator. Get in the elevator, all of you. I don't even... Where? Okay. Fuck. None of you, not a single one of you need this. We need wealth. Well, all of you. A shame. Shame on each and every last one of you. Shame. Don't you hop out his elevator then. Don't you hop out this elevator. You! Well, I'm dead. And I died on floor 3. Lovely. Lovely. Why is it that every time I distract, I get goobs and or scraps? What in the world are they yapping about in this chat server? You know what? I don't want to know. I don't want to know, and I don't think I want to know. Oh, somebody's doing a shrimp roll run. So, yeah. Do I want to waste my money? Hold on. How much Robux do I have actually? Oh, I got enough. Oh, I got enough. Get my research. I'm gonna be broke after this chat. After this one chat. Okay, yeah. Hi, Ink. How are you? I just realized that you joined. My bad, twin. I'm gonna go say it. Yeah. Yeah, we're playing Danny's World today. Lovely. Yeah. Yeah. I enjoy this game very much. Okay. You know what? I'm about to do a whole solo. About to do a whole solo with this one. Yeah. I'm good. Yeah. Yeah, I'm streaming, and as you can clearly see, my thing is like tweaking. So yeah, just waiting for the elevator to go down. I just wanted to play Dandy's World today. Indeed, it is very nice. I'm playing as Yada. I should play as Tegan, but I don't really wanna. And I want my machines to go much faster. Because I don't have Shelly as of right now. I am still kind of disappointed for V at least. I love V, but like I don't want to use her because for 2-star stealth, and I want to get to a higher floor because my highest floor area I believe is 28, and that's not even soloing. On floor 1, oh god. Where's Blitzen? I'm not gonna do a machine. Where's Blitzen? Oh, he's right there. Hey, how you doing, Blitzen? Yeah, man. Yeah. Lovely to see you. God. Who's my other Twisted? I don't know who the other Twisted is. Oh, it's Tisha. Okay, never mind. It's Tisha. Hey, dog. My lord, is my, like, screen tweaking. I can just see it from my phone. Yeah. I'm gonna have to hurry up and do the machines, and then find Blitzen again. Oh, well, he's right here, never mind. Hey, Blitzen. I wish, V-Mode would work on more than one machine. Like, what did I get? Gumballs. Why is it stuck? Okay, it's stuck in the, okay. Who? Oh, Tisha. Bye. Thank you, Tisha. Oh, this is a... I am happy today. I got a band-aid on floor 1. Okay, dog, well... Oh, I got 2 machines over here. I'll catch you on the flip side, Blitzen. Speed and stamina. You know what? I'll put up with this. I pray and hope I don't ever once get Gigi on my floor. And or Goober Scraps, because I got the crafting siblings just at some point during my solo run. Because let me tell you something, having Goobs and Scraps on your floor and they both could just, like, snatch you. Ooh. Okay, well then. Hi, Tisha. Goodbye, Tisha. Please leave me alone, Tisha. Listen, please. No, please. I don't want to go to Tisha. But your thing needs to stay low. Low enough. Okay, yeah. I love Yada, but her, like... I like distracting with her is like it's a risk. It's a risk. It's more of a risk versus if I was trying to distract with Blot. They, like... because even with, like, I've tried to distract with her before. Like, Yada, it's not a pleasant one. Like, yeah, it's possible, but you lose your stamina, like, a significant amount. Alright, time to go find Blitzen again, because I don't know where he is. I pray and hope he doesn't crash. Buddy, where are you at? Blitzen. Blitzen. Where are you at? Oh, I see you. Never mind. Hey, dog. You know, I have one machine to do. Meaning you can't crash out before I finish that machine. And so... and it don't matter anyway, because Tisha's over there. Yeah, you're not okay. Okay. Oh, this is not gonna go well. If I don't directly run straight to that elevator. I could be a douche and just straight up use the air horn. Where did Tisha go? I don't know. Well, he's right there. If I wanted to, I could for real just be a douche and blow that air horn the most. Look, cause he crashing out. He crashing out. Did he find me? Stay tuned. Probably not. Anyways. I almost have 100 tapes. Yes. Thank you, and I could find a soda pop and or just spawn in a gumball, a jawbreaker if I, what's the term? If I were to finish a machine or get hit. So it doesn't matter, right? Have that. Same thing with, different with soda pop. Soda pops usually just spawn on the, floors. Oh, there's a crate on the bottom. Oh, no, I should have known it was gonna be this floor. Who I got? You're joking. Oh, no. She's gonna take all both my med. She's gonna take both of my band-aids. This will not go in my favor. Ooh! She almost snagged my stuff. Y'all see that? She don't like me. She don't like me. I'm telling y'all. Gigi just a hater. She's just always a hater. She's always snagging my stuff. I can never have nothing. She's just a hater. Y'all saw that. Just straight up hating. Hello, the alley cat. I don't know what's happening. I'm just playing Dandy's World as of right now. If at any point y'all would like to join, just let me know. Give it. This is very, very valuable to me. Gigi, please stay away from me. I don't even know where she's going at, and I don't want to know. What is this? Yay! Skill check! Even though my skill check was already completely fine. And it's not like, freaking, Shrimpo and or Cosmo. And Pebble. Where is it? Thank you. Thank goodness. Okay, she left. Time to shine. I take back what I said. It ain't time to shine. Boxing there. Look at him. Lurking. He hungry. Look at him. Unnourished. Alright. That's completely fine. Also, I just realized something. It's been like a hot minute since I've like seen you in the stream. Or just like seen you post on anything. How have you been? Also, just like, ignore the 20-second delay. My responses may or may not take a minute. Yay, my jawbreakers. But yeah. If you ever just see a delay, or if like I respond a bit late, don't worry about it. It's just my there's just a delay on my stream because of OBS. I don't know why, but OBS just has a delay on it. I can't fix that either. I don't know if it has probably got something to do with my internet anyway. I don't need the soda, but I feel a little greedy. A greedy schmeedy, or whatever the term is. Oh yeah, I should know. There's like no music in this. There is music in this game, but like, yeah, there's no music. In the lobby there is, just not in the actual game. So you have to have gameplay music in the back. Boxton, have mercy on me if you see me. And I'm out. I'm not taking this. Oh. Then I just walk for the rest of it. Here we go. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that you were, because I don't have DeviantArt and Twitter anymore. But yeah, that's really cool. I'm good as of right now. How are you? Oh god, the blackouts. It'd be really rare if I would. Let's just get this out the way. You know how rare it is to get a blackout on freaking. Okay, yeah, okay. It's rare to get a blackout on who and what. Oh yeah. It's rare to get a blackout when you have like on like 5%, but it has happened to me multiple times, unfortunately. Oh, swag. That's nice that you have Blue Sky. I'm gonna have to follow you on Blue Sky because I don't have Twitter anymore. It kept it. First of all, I don't forget the fact that Twitter is already terrible. My Twitter just kept tweaking for some odd instances. So I just couldn't yeah, my thing just kept tweaking on Twitter. So I just deleted it afterwards because I was like really getting fed up with it. I didn't care about my algorithm. I just got fed up because it just kept tweaking. Oh, goody. Yeah, I agree. Posting more is, you might want to post more. Same thing applies to me because I barely post anything. Because, yeah, I barely post as is. I should probably do the exact same thing like you. Post more. I can deal with this. It is kind of sad when I love playing this game, but the fact that I can't peacefully distract and I understand that there's like no distractors in the game and whatnot, but like I just hate the fact that like when I do try to like peacefully distract some other characters in the game, I never get that luxury of just like being able to like peacefully distract because somehow in some way my teammates forget how their stealth works and they run directly towards me. And I do that too, but but I try to like wait until the distractor is like on the complete opposite side of me. So I have enough time. Oh cool. Yeah, and I should follow you back on Blue Sky too. Please tell me that's not Tisha. Oh no, I'm just oh, Tisha, you evil. Telling y'all, if y'all ever want to meet the most annoyingest toon, it's Tisha. I can't tell you the amount of times when I'm distracting, and Tisha is just like, she's just right there without fail. Like, I died at some point trying to distract. I died on floor 2 trying to like distract and like run away from Tisha. Oh swag. Hold on. I'm gonna stay in this little corner right here. And then follow you on my Blue Skies. Oh, cool! Your art has, like, really improved. I love it. Yeah, your art is really improving. I love it. I just realized you can't see my first item in the game. And I'm cackling at that. But the first item is just a band-aid. Second one is it's a soda can or a pop in the game. And the third one is clearly a band-aid. I don't do live streams on YouTube anymore. All of my stuff is on like Twitch, but then again, I barely stream on Twitch. You got nothing. Yeah, no problem. I really do enjoy your art. It's really cute. And it just like fits your whole narrative too. You're also getting you're just like really good at drawing, dog. I'm gonna like every single one of your posts before I hop back in the game. Yeah, okay, there we go. Yada again! Good God. Good googly moogly. Well, you're going that way. The I'm gonna get Shrimpo. I feel like when I'm playing this game, a lot of people don't understand like what a twisted is. And I cackle at that just a little bit. And literally, a twisted is just the enemy. That's what the game is just called. I love this. I like playing this game. I really do. I enjoy the game. I will say some of the players are a bit unhinged for the most part, but for like some of this, like for a good chunk of my rounds, when it's pretty peaceful. Although I will say this, during one of my so there is a thing that's called main only, and it's literally just so the characters that are mains are just the characters that are more of a higher risk to play as, like Pebble, Shelly, Astro, Sprout, um, and V, and and they're just essentially just like, cause they're called mains because what's the term? Because they're the main stars of the show, and then everybody else is like either common or uncommon or rare. But they're called mains because again they're difficult to get in. They're difficult because you have to get their research, do all of the masteries for you have to do all of the masteries in order to get them, and then get 100% for their research as well. And literally, how do I say this? And for their quest, it's just like purchasing another tune and getting there and doing all of their quests, or their mastery, which is this. And I was in a main, so when I say I was in a main only run, I'm saying I'm in a run with characters that are difficult to get and purchase unless you have Robux. But like, yeah, my mom came in. Don't worry, my mom's like super swag. I love her. She's my mama. But yeah, essentially what it means to try to like get the main to get mains only, and so I was in one of those runs. But here's the issue. Someone said their friend was joining, and I'm thinking, oh, yeah, okay, well, their friend can join. I have no issues with it, as long as they're as long as they're playing as a main character. We were wrong. It was a Flutter, which is one of the characters. She's a butterfly. A pink, purple, blue butterfly. And there's nothing wrong with her. She is, I don't know what category I should put her in, because she feels like it's a Shrimpo, you saw me. Ain't no way you saw me, dog. Shrimpo, leave me alone, Shrimpo. Shrimpo, I am not a pinata. Go away. But yeah, and so, they joined, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's a bit infuriating. But there ain't nothing that, like, that hasn't happened. So we played the game, and I specifically stated when the round had started, I am distracting, but this Sprout thought that they were too good and just like they knew everything. They thought they knew everything. They thought that they were too good to not tell anybody that like no, they wanted to distract, and I would have like just easily allowed them to distract. So they got so the Sprout got really frustrated at me because I wouldn't let them distract, and then intentionally got hit by the enemies, and then left said round, and we were on floor 3, mind you. In which to get to floor 3, it takes like about 15 to 20 minutes, give or take, if everybody is doing their part. And the issue that I had was that they said nothing, and again, I would have let them distract had they said something, and then they kept fussing in the chat saying, this Pebble won't let me distract. And then their friend had the nerve and I have only 9%. Okay, yeah, wrap it up. I'm about to die. but like their friend got frustrated, but then they got frustrated and intentionally died during floor 3 because essentially I just like wouldn't let them distract, even though they said nothing in the chat. And and then after they died, their friend was like, "Come on, guys, we should all leave because of Pebble." And mind you, I'm still distracting. I'm still distracting on floor 3 after that Sprout killed, like intentionally got themselves killed in the game. And so right after we ran, so right after I finished distracting and ran to the elevator, I flat out told them, "If y'all want to leave because I intentionally said I was distracting, then be my guest, buddy. Then be my guest. I'm not stopping you. If y'all want to leave, then please do leave. But if you don't, be like just stay in the game. It's not that big of a deal." Shocker to nobody, everybody stayed in the game. Because why? For some odd reason, people cannot survive without a distractor. Especially if they have loads. And what made it worse was that the person who was complaining, like the person's, oh, I got scraps, Jesus Christ. Scraps, please no, have mercy on me. But the person who was like playing, because again, they were, that was their friend. They were the flutter. They were the flutter, saying that that everybody in the game should quote unquote leave because of me. And so I just flat out told him. I told him like it was. If you want to leave, because I flat out stated that I was going to distract for you to make it easier to play the game, then you can just leave. I'm not stopping anybody. I'm not forcing you to stay. Obviously, it's your choice and it's on your cellular device, on whatever you're on, And obviously, people just ignored the flutter, and then the flutter died on floor 5, and stayed on floor 5. And so they're chatting, and everybody's talking about the ships that they were, and I forgot to mention, at this point, after the Sprout died, they just immediately left. So keep that in mind. So after the Sprout left, after they died and got frustrated, the friend still stayed. I don't know if this was the same person's friend, but it was somebody's friend, and I don't really remember. I think it was the Shelly's friend or something like that. But the point being is that they still stayed after the round had initially after the Sprout had died. Shocker to nobody, but as we're playing, they're talking about the ships while I'm distracting. The Flutter is still dead, and she's still in the server, in the run with us. Out her mouth, she just states, "Oh yeah, I'm a pro shipper," casually, and nobody mentions it. Nobody mentions the fact that said Flutter stated in the chat that they were a pro shipper, and I wish I had a recording of it. I desperately wish I had a recording of that, because they said it like they were proud of it, and it shocked me beyond bewilderment, because we just skipped over that. And it and I hate when people are just like, "Oh, average Dandy's World experience." Shut up. That's not the average Dandy's World experience. I can guarantee you that. No, it's just yes, it was infuriating, and yes, they probably should have said that and kept that to themselves. If I get Boomer Blackout, I'm crashing out. And it again, it infuriated me because nobody mentioned it just after that. No one said anything. Not a single soul. And the only thing I could sit here and do is just play the game. And then I died on floor, I believe I died on floor 8. Going to run through my machine real quick. I died on floor. Oh, that's Tegan. I died on floor 8, I believed, because Shelly kept running towards me. Yeah, Shelly kept running towards me, and then I just eventually just got hit. And that was just how one of my runs just went just straight afterwards. I died on floor 8 because I was trying to stay in my lane and not allow Shelly and or V to get hit. But unfortunately for me, I got... Who? Okay, I don't know who the other Twisted is. I don't even know. Oh. But yeah, that was my experience. That was like my only bad experience. Well, actually, no, I've had many bad experiences with this game, but that was my like I think top worst experience that I had. Well, second one at least. But my first one topped it when a Tisha said that they wanted to distract, and I said, "Okay, I'm going to let you distract." And they just got like straight up hit. They just got hit. But it's Shrimpo. Okay, well then. Like I wish I was joking. Like each floor, like I understand I can get hit on like almost all the floors I am in if my teammates don't do what they're supposed to. But like by all means, y'all, have a bit of courtesy. Okay, yeah, I'll live. But like, yeah, I kept getting like they stated that they wanted to distract, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna let you distract. I'm gonna need this. So I let them distract, and by the time we got to like floor 3, they were on 1 heart, and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna take over for them until they get healed and or get a band-aid or med kit. And tell me why this Tisha threw the biggest hissy fit and just stated, "No, I'm distracting, I'm distracting, I'm distracting." But they're on 1 heart. They're on 1 heart, buddy. Like I don't know what you wanted me to do about that, because you had like 1 heart. You had 1 heart, girly. And so they just got like mad at me because I just wouldn't let them distract. And so when they did get healed, I just let them. I let them distract until they died on that said floor. And I believe that they still had like, because you know they still had 2 hearts. Agree. Oh no, no! I hate it here. Mm-mm. You go. I don't like you. Bright knee. Bright knee. You monkey! I have all the research except for Dandy. I simply just have to stop buying from that man for like 3 times or whatever. Yes, give me. Actually, give me this. Then this. I'm not having her snag my stuff. But like, yeah, it was kind of. I understand wanting to distract a character that isn't always Pebble, especially because of his bark ability. But at the same time, I understand why you would get frustrated as well. But but I feel like this person just like failed to realize is that you're not like like if you're on 1 heart, obviously there's going to be somebody who's willing enough to be a backup for you, and you know is willing enough to let you do the machines, get tapes or whatever that you need, and then when you do finally get healed and or a band-aid, if Dandy is selling one, to use it automatically without a question or doubt, and then they just keep it pushing. But to sit up here and like get frustrated at me over pixels on a screen simply because I just like wouldn't let you distract said characters is like beyond crazy to me. GG. How did you snag my items from like all the way back there? Okay. But like again, and again, like you cannot, and I feel like people need to understand is this game is just pixels on a screen, you know? and this is a personal project for said creator Quell. Like, it's her game. And then also, I understand wanting some things to be changed around in the game, like some stealth, some the stealth and everything for like specific characters. And trust to believe me, I truly do get it. I truly, truly do get it. Like, you know? But at the same time, it's like, you have to figure out how your trinkets work. I just used my band-aid. I'm crashing out. Anyways. Like, and I feel like that's what people tend to forget is, this game is all about combinations. Like, trinket combinations, team combinations, and how you respond to the game. And how you should interact with the game a little bit. Because if you're over here crashing out because, you know, somebody took a single band-aid off the floor and it just like wasn't somebody who was intentionally distracting, then it's just like, okay, well, you're throwing a temper tantrum over pixels on the screen. But if you're like actively trying to play a normal run, but somebody is trying to like grief you with like a character with you mainly see people griefing with goob, or just like, yeah, just primarily goob actually. Which, in my personal opinion, is stupid. Because if I'm distracting and you decide, in your brilliant mind, yes, let me take said twisted away from the distractor so I can grief somebody that I don't like. And it's like stupid. It's downright stupidity. I don't care what anybody says. Griefing is not okay unless you are doing a death run, and then griefing is intentional. But simply doing a normal was simply doing a normal run with players, and you decide in your mind, in your best interest, to grief people who are simply just trying to enjoy the game, and you think, yes, let me ruin everybody else's experience so I can get a good chuckle. It's not okay. Although I will say I was in a nightmare run at some point, and said and there was a V, and she got really frustrated at me because you know, essentially what a nightmare run is. Like, let's say I have like Yada's my character, and let's say like the Yada spawns in. While everybody else is able to run around the map, I have to stay exactly at the elevator. I cannot move. However, I was being a little trolly, and just decided, you know, I was gonna like not intentionally walk around the map, but walk around walk around this area intentionally, just like walking around. Like I wasn't like technically I wasn't breaking the rules because I was still near the elevator where anybody can like just obviously see me. But at the same time, I just like wasn't standing at the elevator, and they got really, and especially when oh, was this Louis? Especially when like Pebble got hit and Pebble needed to be healed and I couldn't heal them, or when like, I like iconic swag, or like, what's the term? I'm trying to like look for like a bandage or something, but everybody else is allowed to run around. They got a lot of people get mad at you for that, and then they kept saying, "Oh, we should grief Doodle, we should grief Doodle," and I was like, "Okay, well, if you want to grief me, that's up to you, buddy. I frankly don't care. I'm having a good morning and a good haha laugh and kikiing at this, you know. But if you want to go ahead and grief me, go ahead and grief me. That's up to you. But y'all gonna look stupid, so y'all have fun with that." And shocking enough, they didn't grief me. Shocking enough, I know they didn't grief me. But then again, it wasn't worth griefing. I'm gonna be real. Like, griefing over somebody over pixels on the screen is like astronomically stupid. Because again, unless you are playing Death Run, which is essentially trying to get everybody hit with any twists that are on the floor, while also trying to do machines. Yeah, that is the only time when it's acceptable. But just like being an absolute douche and getting frustrated when I don't listen to somebody because I decided that I wanted to be a little hee hee and ha ha, and just like trolling. And mind you, it wasn't like it wasn't like mindlessly trolling. Like I was like I was legit staying around the area of like where the elevator was, but I was being a little douche about it. Like, I was what's the term? Like I was just and again, I understand you're not supposed to move or whatever, but let's be real. If you're playing mobile and or just like a device that like that you intentionally need to like keep consistently on by moving said controller or keys or just pressing the screen, yeah, that kind of defeats the purpose. I don't know, many people are like, well, you can just press a button, you just press a button. True, but I just like being a little troll, so I like being a little trolly. So, and then like as the round kept progressing, it got funnier. It got way funnier for me because they just like, what's the term? They just got kept getting heated. They kept getting heated, and they're like, you know what? I'm gonna feed you to an alligator, and then like they private chatted me, and it said, hey, I didn't mean it, but you're kind of like being a douche, and I was like, I know I'm being a douche, and I don't care. I'm having fun. I'm not, and because they were just like getting frustrated. But here's the thing, though, I wasn't leading the Twisteds towards them. I was just simply just running around. I was just like running around where near where like the elevator was. I wasn't like intentionally straying away. I was staying where the elevator was, but I was just like just kind of there, and they just kept getting frustrated. It was low-key funny though. That was the only time when I decided to troll. Not grief. I was trolling, obviously. The only, but I've been to like I've been in like mini runs where people will like what's the term? People will intentionally get frustrated and because when you do a Dandy's run, I don't know if y'all know what it is, but it's essentially when Dandy comes up, you don't buy from him, and during normally it takes 3 times, quote unquote, but if you're doing it solo run, it can differentiate from being to 2 to 4. It really just depends. It really just depends on whatever run that you're on. I might die, Loki, but I'm stealing this medkit. Who I got? R&D. Okay. Oh, it's Tisha. I got Tisha and R&D. Okay. As long as I just don't run into their circle, I should be okay. But like, yeah, there are many runs that I've been in when somebody has stated that like, oh, it's a Dandy's run, it's a Dandy's run, please don't buy. And obviously, a lot of people are like, a lot of people aren't gonna listen. They're just gonna buy. And when we, oh crap. And simply when somebody says don't buy, they're essentially saying, hey, please don't buy because we want to get Dandy on the floor. It's not them saying, hey, don't buy because I said so. They're just trying to say, hey, please don't buy because we're trying to get Dandy to spawn in so we can get his mastery and his trinket. And it's literally just a plushie that allows you to buy whatever item you want for 50% off. That is literally it. And again, I understand it's frustrating. A lot of people get mad at that, but a lot of people tend to forget that like Dandy will eventually every time somebody buys, like if we don't buy from him like every time like we're on a, because you can only buy from him on every even floor. So if you just don't buy from him on every even floor, you know, essentially you'll eventually just get him on the floor. But if you buy from him, then it resets back to 0, and you know, every time you're on a and every time you're on set floor, you just what's the term? Yeah, every time that like somebody purchases, he just reverts back to 0, meaning that everybody has to restart. And I understand why it is inherently frustrating. But at the same time, y'all gotta like understand that like not everybody is speaking English, and a lot of people aren't gonna be listening and or caring. So you just have to unfortunately just put up with it. Cause I've been into like went in like way too many runs where people are just like, we should grief said person because they bought from Dandy. And the only thing I can sit here and say is, if I'm distracting, I'm not griefing nobody. If you want to grief, then sure, be my guest. But like, leave me out of it, please. I don't care, bro. And luckily, I have had not. I've yet to have been in a run with somebody who has. Okay, where are the machines at? Who has griefed other players. But again, I understand why it is infuriating, because you want to play around and you just simply can't because people aren't cooperating. But like at the same time, it's like y'all gotta understand. No, not everybody's gonna care. Not everybody. Some people just have fun by messing with other players. And if that's what you want to fuel their ego to, then sure, buddy, be my guest. I don't need your research R&D. I do need that capsule. But yeah, I intentionally enjoy the game. I can get frustrated at the game too, especially when my teammates aren't. I don't want to say cooperating, but they're unfortunately just in my way, and they have lower stealth, and it's kind of even more infuriating when your teammates are just, what's the term? There it's not like they're trying to be like rude and get in your way, but like a lot of the time my teammates just do not understand how stealth works. They just don't understand how their stealth works, or they forget how their stealth works, and they just end up running into me and accidentally getting themselves hit. And then I have to wait because you know the cooldown for a twisted is like about like a couple of seconds, like about 2 to 3 maybe, 2 3 seconds before you know the twisted will notice you and you get to run back around or whatever. But like and again oh, where's Tisha? Oh, there she is. Okay, well then. But like again, I understand the frustration, but again, you cannot just consistently blame your teammates over and over and over and over, and then you're just like, you know, butcher, you know, and then you're mad. Is essentially what I'm saying. You can't get frustrated at your team consistently and then get frustrated when said teammate gets hit because and then you get frustrated because for some odd reason and then grief them. And I'm gonna just say this now: griefing is not okay. I don't care what game you play. Don't grief. If you grief, you're just a douchebag. End of discussion. I don't care what anybody else says. You just look like a douche when you grief. And whether people want to agree with me on that, that's up to them. But griefing is like, you got anything good, Dandy? No, you do not. Okay, I hate instructions. That literally just does nothing for me. But yeah, griefing is not cool. It never was cool. It's weird to me. And this is someone like I haven't played the game since the first debut, but like I still like to play the game because I do in general overall just generally enjoy the game. Okay, Poppy, okay. But again, getting frustrated at somebody over pixels on screen is crazy work. I've also seen a lot of players, get mad when somebody decides to use coin purse and or fancy purse. And it's usually like and a lot of people tend to get frustrated when a player, primarily a sprout, uses fancy purse, or just like somebody who doesn't necessarily need fancy purse, because in order to get fancy purse, you have to get 100% mastery for Tegan, which is easy to say the least. It's easy to get Tegan's mastery. But like I've just like seen way too many people get mad at somebody saying of like somebody using fancy purse and coin purse, but then these are the same people who would just like be okay with other players using fishing rod, and when they're not and like the only thing I can say is Coin Purse and Fancy Purse is really good when you want to, when you inherently want to grind on the game and not like waste money and or Robux. Because yeah, I understand. Like yeah, I spent my Robux, but it's my money, and you know I spent it with my hard-earned money. But to essentially get frustrated at your teammates because you know they have on Fancy Purse is bewildering. Like I don't like bro. I'm fine with having extra tapes. You know, I'm fine with having extra tapes. But when you use fishing rod, that's when it becomes inherently a problem to me. And it is only a problem to me because many of y'all just can I don't for some odd reason a lot of y'all think that you know you need to use fishing rod because what's the term? Of course, it's skill check. Because you know you can't pick stuff up off the floor, or just because you simply want to, and or you're trying to like test out you know some of the what are like some good and bad trinket combinations. And you know that's completely fine. If you want to test out some trinket combinations, you can go ahead and test it out. Just don't do it in a public lobby. Or like in a public run. Do that in a private run and or solo run. Not because you're in like, you know, you're removing the experience from people. But just like simply because it's like kind of unfair in a way that everybody has to like put up with that. I don't need that. Oopsies. Blind grab. This is all like, actually, I need this. But like, yeah. Like, a lot of people say that like, you know, that you know, oh, Fancy Purse is bad. It's bad. Like everybody's argument is Fancy Purse bad, boo Fancy Purse. But then they'll like toss a few other items to the side and be like, oh yeah, these are also bad, but Fancy Purse is the evilest. And the only thing I can sit here and think to myself is, are we for real? Fancy Purse is not that bad, bro. Like, bro, as long as the other trinket is like, is just as genuinely it balance like you can have a bad trinket, I do not care, but your trinkets have to balance out evenly. Like that's my thing. If you want to use, you know, you want to use it, be my guest, but y'all have to have trinkets that balance out. Because having Fancy Purse is not gonna kill you. Having Coin Purse is not gonna kill you. Having Fishing Rod is gonna make the run go slower. Is it the worst? No, it's not. It's not the worst. I promise you that. But but like, is it like, you know, inefficient and just like kind of an annoyance to have for when someone's on a run? Yes, I will agree. I will agree. Having the fishing rod is kind of bad. Snakes in a can is not that bad because it lowers your what's the term? It lowers any of the active characters with active what's the term? If you play as like a character, like I have a character, she is passive instead of active, and essentially what that means is I don't have to press a button like Pebble. Pebble can bark, and then he has a cooldown of how many times of how much he has to wait to use his said barking. So if I'm playing as an active character and I have on an item that allows to, you know, that allows my active ability to go down a significant amount, then you best believe I'm going to have that on. Especially when I am playing as a character whose cooldown is over a minute long. A minute to 2 minutes. Oh look, you can see Dandy. Look, he got Pebble. His friend, his companion. That's cute. But yeah, like So yeah, like anything that can like decrease your like active ability is good. But there are some characters in this game that do not have an active ability and or a passive one at that. Roger is a prime example. Roger does not have an active ability or a passive one. He does not have a ability. Surprisingly, Shrimpo has one, but here's the thing: when you play as Shrimpo, a lot of people when you play as a Shrimpo, they get frustrated because like, why are you playing as Shrimpo? Shrimpo's the worst. This, that, and the third. And the only thing I'm sitting here thinking to myself is, if I want to intentionally challenge myself, I can. And I will. And if you want to get his mastery, go right ahead, man. No one's stopping you. However, you probably shouldn't be. However, you might want to be careful and not risk it in a public run with Shrimpo, because you might just you might just down floor one. That happened to me when I wasn't at Shrimpo. Somebody else, and I was trying to distract us, and yeah, Shrimpo got hit and died sadly. But yeah, these are like all the main tunes. The only one that you can't buy is like buy and purchase in the game is Dandy. You can't play as Dandy, but you can play as Pebble, Astro, Sprout, Shelly, and V. Pebble is is kind of a distractor. Astro is a support. Sprout is the healer. Shelly and is a extractor, and Shelly and V is also an extractor. Okay, time to run to my elevator. How you doing, Brightney? Goodbye, Brightney. You have nothing good for me. You never have anything good for me, dog. How long have I don't even know how long I've been streaming at this point. I've been streaming for about an hour now. Also, I will be having, I'm making 2 animations as of right now. Oh, goody, I have Dandy on my floor. Please. No! 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 I am so cooked right now. Oh, God. This is gonna be awful. It makes this worse because before, Dandy couldn't one-shot you and in your run. No, it still took a couple of hits. But now he can one-shot you. I am so cooked if he sees me. Give it here. Oh, please no. 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 Leave me alone. I don't even know where he is. His music. Please. I beg. Here. I don't know where he's. Oh, Jesus. Jesus. Wherever he's at, I don't want to be there. And I don't have any. And I intentionally did not choose Spark Plug. 23%. Okay. This game does not. This game does not like me. Oh, get off the machine. You. Look me in my eye. See what I mean by this game don't enjoy me? Yeah, I hope y'all enjoy the animations when they're fully done. I'm trying to. One of them is in Clip Studio, and the other one is in what's the term? In Adobe. Okay, Brightney, wrap it up, Brightney. Girly. Yes, go that way, Brightney. Just in case. Brightney, thank you, Brightney. I'm cooked. I can deal with Dandy. And again, mind you, let me do something. Where is he? Oh, I see him. And keep this in mind, what's his name? Yeah, keep this in mind. Dandy's audio does not indicate where he really is, and his footsteps. Also, I should note, when you do get a main twisted on your floor, that's what their footsteps sound like. Okay, Brighton. Brighton. Do it look like I got a goodie bag for you? Brighton. No. I don't know where he is. Y'all will be... Okay, well, bye. Bye, Alley Cat. Hope you have a good day. Good day and or night. Dandy. Where is he? I don't even want to know where he is. Oh, I see him. Never mind. Bye. Ain't no way. You saw me. Staying right here. I'm not risking my cheeks for this. Oh, right, he's over there. Give it here. There is a machine in here. Let's see how long I can stream this for. Okay. Give it here. You No! Oh! He one-shotted me. I hate that. I lasted up until like floor 12. Well. How much research do I 84. Okay. Buddy, I promise you on your run, you may or may not just get GG. Okay, moving. Wait, I don't think, do I have enough? Do I have enough? No, but I'm close to. Okay. I am enjoying the new. You know what? I agree as a distractor myself. I don't have Shelly right now, okay? So I already know what my goal is. I have to, I have to do all my machines in the back and then work my way up to the front. Because I'm playing as a slower tune. And that's the thing I don't enjoy. Look at this! Look at my stealth! I got 2 stars. Pebble has 3 stars! This is... Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. But I need... But I need the I need it though. I'm so slow, but the fit rockin' though. Look at it. Insert ticket. Okay, so I got 2 machines. Right off the bat, I'm highlighting. Yup. Okay, so I got circuits. Oh, no, 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 no. Of all, I got scraps on floor 1. You're joking. Alright, I'm running. Please! Please! Have mercy. Have mercy. Have mercy. Okay. This is how her skill check should be looking like. Just 5-star extraction speed. Just 5-star extraction speed, but she acts like she has 4 scraps. You're kidding me! The best extractors are Roger, Yada, Exen, Shelly, and V. I feel like Exen is a really good extractor because the higher the floor you go, the more likely like, because it says in his bio, each floor you complete for said floors. I forgot what exactly, but it just runs something like that. But like every floor, each floor that you go up, like the higher floor you go on, the more quicker your extracting speed becomes for him, which is his passive ability. And then this man's whole like animation is he hits the cane at first. He gotta hit the cane with the machine. Let me grab this stealth candy real quick. Of course, y'all are where I need to go. Okay, I'm cooked if she snaps me. Please no, I'm sitting right here. You, oh you monkey! Please leave me alone, Scraps. Leave me alone. You! There is no way you saw me around that corner. Please. Go away. This is floor 1 and I already got a hit. Hi, Masha. Oh, goody, I need this. How are you, Masha? I'm just walking around. I'm only walking around because I need to see if like there's a band-aid or something. But if I like see nothing, then like obviously I'm going to go run to that machine. I mean, it makes sense as to why V is kind of slow and sluggish. Because like, what's the term? Oh well, Yada's right there. Her eyes are closed. I don't really know how long I've been streaming for, but I might end the stream a bit sooner